and it's just been flashing all over the place. We're now here under our ground sheet and everything is getting soaked around us. Here comes the wind as well. So we're riding an off-road section again, and it's pretty tough. It's almost midday and the sun is pretty fierce. Luckily there is some cloud cover now and then. We heard Cambodia has a lot of landmines and that has us worried. They're really nasty. There's supposed to be 4 to 6 million still left here because of the Khmer Rouge and other coups that were done in the 70s and the 80s here. We're close to the border with Vietnam still. Also, because of the Vietnam War, there are a lot of unexploded bombs that the Americans dropped on the border. Have to be careful here because it's downhill now with one hand and it's very loose dust on the top of a well-packed track. So that's nice. So the Americans dropped a lot of bombs and there's just still a lot of people get injured by these landmines and these bombs. So we are a little bit worried. We try to look for tracks and places where people most definitely do their thing, not going out into wild nature or anything. We're going now for the next 20 kilometers on this path and it's beautiful. It's tough, but this is kind of in our element.
Cambodia's official religion is Buddhism, with 98% of the population practicing it one way or another. The many finely decorated temples hint at the search for enlightenment from mundane life. Though compassion for all is a core value of Buddhism, Cambodia struggles with excessive corruption and human rights issues. Being one of the least developed countries in the world, it's an easy target for exploitation of its natural resources, from outside forces as well as from within. Waking up to this beautiful music you hear in the background. It's party time in Cambodia. Every morning we wake up, there is music here or there. It's so it's nice, but the sound system is really crappy, so it's just crackling. And it's 6 o'clock in the morning and we're gonna get out. We're gonna make some breakfast.
We're back on the road. We had a pretty stressful morning, to be honest. We got out of the tent because there was a guy approaching in a scooter in like this army suit, and he asked us what we were doing. Of course, that's a fair question, so we tried to explain, but it's pretty difficult. He didn't speak one word of English. So eventually he went and he came back with the farmer from the land. He was pretty kind actually, but they started to make pictures of us, which was quite uncomfortable. He decided to kind of threaten us with his handcuffs, so that was really uncomfortable. He was still sort of kind, but probably there's nothing wrong, but you never know, you know. This is not the place where you want to get in trouble, I guess. So yeah, now we'll just try to get back into the groove and enjoy the kind people over here. Is this climb easier or harder than the Akbaital?
It's not harder than the Akbaital, but man, in this heat, so much of sweat, it's really heavy on the lungs. So
we're on our way to the Thailand border. We're a little nervous. There's many messages going around about the coronavirus. It's getting pretty serious now. And yeah, it's not a nice situation. Everyone is talking about it, and there are coming more and more restrictions and borders that are closing their doors to certain nationalities, and a lot of stuff is happening. We are also a little bit afraid that we have to be put in quarantine at some point in time. Yeah, and then actually we have some big news to tell you. Nice to meet you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye
bye. Bye. Yeah, so we will update you on that a little bit later. Let's get cracking.
Yeah.
On this road, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, we have to do it. Oh man, I'm sweating so much. I don't think I've sweated so much in the whole journey. It's just like I'm really soaked. Yeah. What you gonna do about it? We're gonna continue. So let's do it. Here we go.
So we just entered the Cardamom Mountains. Super jungly, very beautiful. It's really cool to ride here, and also the weather is really nice. There's a little bit of lightning in the air. We first intended to do gravel road. We really love this off-road, bike adventures. But my drivetrain has a lot of trouble and we couldn't fix it before we came here. So yeah, we're sticking to the asphalt right now, but it's still very nice. And yeah. Whoa, did you hear that?
Holy macaroni. Man, we're in the middle of a rain. Thunderstorm. The thunder is just right above us and it's just been flashing all over the place. We're now here under our ground sheet and everything is getting soaked around us. I hope we stay dry, I hope we stay safe. Man, my man. Well, here comes the wind as well. Just pulled up our bicycles here at this place. It's I don't like this place at all. There are all kinds of electricity masts and lines, and we're just sitting here on the ground. Everything is soaking wet. Man, it's a bad situation. I hope it clears soon. Ja.
Kijk of dat lukt. Are we both in the frame? Yeah.
Ooh, exciting.
Flashbacks to Bosnia and Herzegovina. We will put a link up.
Yeah. Looks like it has stopped completely. Maybe I can put the ground sheet away completely.
Right.
Like there is no...
Oh my. That was pretty freaky, guys. There's like a mast over there and a mast over there and mast?
I think you call it a mast.
And in both of the masts we think lightning
struck. Yeah.
Yeah.
First in the one behind us here, that was when we came up this road, and then we stopped here. You see Maudi in this other video clip, and she's putting her bike here, and you can see these masts in the distance. And just before we rolled up here, the lightning struck in the mast over there, and then almost immediately the thunder struck. So this is the day after the freak storm yesterday, and we're here in this hostel. We had a reasonably good night's sleep. Everything was damp, so the room was also really damp. A lot of things need to dry out still, so we have to do that later today. We're heading out to the border with Thailand, and the plot thickens once again. There are a lot of countries that are now denied by Thailand. We hope we will make the border today, and then we have to make a new plan actually, because we don't know what to do. Spain or other parts of Europe are problematic now, so we're looking at our options, but it's becoming kind of difficult. So we will fill you in when time goes by. So we're now almost at the border with Thailand, and for us this is a very crucial border crossing because our flight back to Europe goes from Bangkok, Thailand. So we will see if we have the luck on our side today. So we checked this morning if we had a fever at all, and our temperatures were good. So it looks good, and hopefully when we get back to you, we'll be in Thailand.
Click one of the videos on screen to check out more of our adventures. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell. To help with our video creations, consider supporting us on Patreon.